Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Po' Boy's Little Homestead. As always, if this is your first time here, thanks for dropping in. Feel free to drop in anytime you feel, my friend. Guys, today is one of these old cold January days, which we need to be cold, and I'm happy it's cold. But the only thing about it is drizzling rain. It was 45 degrees when I woke up this morning, and that's supposed to be the high for the day. Now, I don't mind it when it gets cold as long as it's above freezing. But once it gets below freezing, I just can't do much. My hands gets too cold. But today it's supposed to get below freezing. So I'll come out here in my shop because I don't like sitting in the house. I got my little diesel heater running, if y'all hear that in the background over there. There's the little Chinese diesel heater. And guys, that thing really works well. I've been using it a lot out here in my shed, and this shed is a 12 by 20 portable building. It's uninsulated. And that little heater right there, I think that's the 5 kW they call it. And it does good. And guys, when it's running on high, the other night I let it run and we got down in 25 degrees, and I said, well, I'm gonna let it run all night. Now y'all done probably seen the video where I done on how long it'll run on fuel, but like I got it warmed in here right now to about 55 degrees, and I got it turned down, not all the way down, but pretty low. And that thing will run 12, 14 hours on a gallon of fuel when you ain't got it on high. So that's pretty good heat, fuel efficient. If you got a little carport or portable building or workshop or something you want to heat, you may need to check out my videos on that diesel heater. That's an efficient way to heat. But I done started ordering some seeds and got some seeds in. Of course, I keep the catalogs they send, so what you seen me doing right off the bat is going through and taking my 2021, throwing them to the side, which I save them because I use the paper out of them in my rabbit nest boxes and put in the bottom of my bitty coops and when my baby quails is born and stuff, so I save my old catalogs for that. But some of the catalogs I got here and places I ordered, we're going to do a seed inventory here, and we're going to talk about what I'm going to be growing in 2022. But guys, I used to keep my seeds in one of these little metal cans. Every year around Christmas time, I go through about 4 of these popcorn cans. I love this popcorn that comes in these cans. And these little cans is good to store stuff in. I got all kind of things stored in these cans over the years. But I used to keep my seeds in this little can. Well, I done started playing around and wanting to grow different things so much, I had to buy a bigger box to put my seeds in. I done had this pack full and another cardboard box that big, which I keep my seeds in the house where there ain't no humidity in a dark room also, but I had a pasteboard box. So the other day I picked me up a box here where I store all my seeds in one box. But the catalogs, I order from Seeds and Such. They send catalogs. Now, I know the times we living in, a lot of people don't like the catalogs, but I like receiving the catalogs. And when I'm sitting in the house and ain't doing nothing, I sit here and look through them and read about them. And if I see something I want to try, I'll circle it in the book. And when I make an order, then I try it. That's what I've done for the last couple of years. But now I don't order from the catalog. I don't call or I don't fill out the little form here in the back. What I do is I use the catalogs to look and read about it and find what I want. And then I go online and order. And I ain't got a particular one I like over the other one. A lot of times if I might find something in this catalog, and this here's a Johnny's Select Seeds. I might be thumbing through here and find something in there. Well, then when I go online to make an order, well, it's kind of who's the lucky draw. If I go on Johnny's and he's got a lot of the seeds that I circled in this book, kind of the first one I get on, I'm gonna order all I can get from that one place. So it's kind of a luck of a draw which one's gonna get the most ordered from me. But anyway, there's the seeds and such. Johnny Select Seeds. Now this here is a new catalog they sent me. I ain't never ordered from these people. This is Seedway. But I'm thinking this is more on a commercial for big orders from what I'm looking at. It's kind of hard to figure out their price and how they sell the seeds. They got some seeds they sell on a price per 1,000 M. Well, that M don't, I mean, it's just, I can't even explain it because I ain't looked at it enough. It's more of a commercial grade buying seed by the book. So I ain't ordered nothing from them. Just got the catalog and looked over it a little bit. So I may give it a look through again, and if I come across something, I may try them out. But like I said, I'm thinking mostly it's got commercial vegetable seed catalog. So it's for people that's gonna buy lots of seeds, like 50-pound bags at a time and stuff like that, for the most part. Territorial Seed Company. They got a little, it's a pretty good thick little catalog they sent out here. But now if you really want into pretty pictures, these little catalogs here, I mean, they just have like on paper here. They ain't got glossy pictures in them, but I'm not one of worries about pictures. I just read about them, and if I see something I want to order, I've ordered from them before too. Then you got Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. I've ordered 2 or 3 things from them. We start doing our seed inventory here in a moment. We'll look at that. But now they got a catalog here. They got real big, pretty glossy pictures. They spend a little money on putting out their catalogs. Also, Johnny's has got a pretty good catalog. It's got good glossy pictures. But as far as prettiness, Baker Creek's got them beat, I think, on the prettiness and the pretty pictures. Like I said, I ain't worried about the pictures. Park Seeds. I've ordered from Park Seeds. They got a pretty good little catalog here. Got some pretty decent pictures in it. Burpee. A couple years ago when I first started my little gardening and kind of changed up the way I did and wanted to do my raised beds and stuff, that first year I think pretty much everything I ordered was from Burpee Seeds. And guys, it ain't no special reason I ordered from them. It's just kind of the first ones I come across on the internet. And I just chose my seeds that year, and I pretty much everything I got come out of Burpee. Now that was before I even started YouTube. So that's the main catalogs I got. And that's pretty much the only ones I've ordered from. There may have been some random something I've ordered offline that I don't have a catalog for, but this is pretty much everything I get comes from here. But for the most part, guys, the stuff I order is the stuff that my local feed and seed store don't carry. I about don't order nothing out of catalogs that my local feed and seed store or my local corner market don't carry. I try to buy what I can from my local people to help support them. But the locals, they can't afford to carry all these different varieties of stuff. So I like trying different things. But main things like turnip greens, mustard greens, a lot of times the squash, anything that the locals carry, I try to get from them. And then if I want to try some other stuff, then I order from the catalog. Now guys, if y'all been watching me, I'm not no big scale gardener. I just got my, it's small to me. I mean, some people says it looks big, but it ain't that big. I just do my little raised beds and stuff, so I ain't no big gardener. I don't consider myself a big gardener. I just enjoy doing it. I enjoy trying different things. And actually I wasted a lot of money on seeds. That some of the stuff I tried, if you go back and see some of my videos, some of the stuff I tried, and we'll go over it when we're going through these seeds, it was a waste of money. Yeah, they look pretty, but they just don't have no taste or nothing. And once I do that, I ain't gonna plant them again. I'm gonna plant enough that I know we eat and what we like, and then I'm gonna also try something different every year. So let's get into this seed box and see what we got. Before we get into this seed box, guys, I gotta go freshen up my coffee. What's left in here done got cold. Alright, so let's see what we got here. This is some that just came in the mail. And this is seeds and such. So I ordered me some more zinnia seeds. I like planting the zinnia flowers. The cabbage I'm going to be planting, which is the cabbage I just harvested this fall and what I done last spring. And guys, this is some good cabbage. Hybrid KATARINA cabbage. And like I said, now this is an order from Seeds and Such. But the one that I grew last spring is KATARINA cabbage, but I didn't get it from Seeds and Such. I got it from, I can't rightly remember, but I know it wasn't Seeds and Such. And that's what I'm saying, when I'm gonna make an order, wherever I'm online, I try to get all in one place. The other way to keep the shipping costs down and less orders. But that's KATARINA cabbage. If you ain't ever tried KATARINA cabbage, that's a good cabbage to grow in the south. It's fast maturing and it don't make real big heads. The biggest head I think I got was about 6 inches round, most of them 4 to 5 inches in diameter. That's some good cabbage. Let's see what I got next. Amazing cauliflower. Same thing as the cabbage. I know this cauliflower done good. Just a few videos ago you will see the harvest that I got, and it would have done way better than that if we wouldn't have got the hard freezes that we got. So I'm sticking with the amazing cauliflower. Now here's a new one I'm trying on the cucumbers, which I still plant a couple of the varieties I did, but this is hybrid cucumber, early spring BURPLESS. Now it ain't got on the pack here, but apparently there was something I read in the book that struck my interest about them, that I'm gonna give them a try. That's early spring BURPLESS cucumber. So if any of you watching this and y'all see me name off something and y'all have tried it, leave in the comments what you thought about it, if it did good for you. And also, if you leave in the comments, please put what zone you in. You ain't got to tell me where you live, just put what zone, so I know, you know, where you grew it at and how it done. Now I tried these last year. Hybrid tomato early doll. Now I guess I'm saying that right. It's D-O-L-L. I'm saying doll. But last year, again, for you who've been watching me, y'all know I had a bad start on my tomatoes because I potted them so early, and they done potted them up in 1 gallon pots. Had them in my little portable greenhouse. Well, my wife bought something to spray for stickers in the backyard. And I'm like, they in that greenhouse, it'll be alright. Well, it wasn't alright, guys. Just a drift. That stuff had 2,4-D in it and just a drift. And I was spraying in the backyard, and my greenhouse was round back behind this shed and my travel trailer. And just a drift got on them. And the early dolls I had, so I didn't retry them. So I'm going to try them again in one of my pots. I didn't grow no hot peppers this year, but I want a hot pepper. I'm probably just going to grow 2 peppers of this. This is the Pepper Cayenne Long Red Slim. Cayenne Long Red Slim. There's some more zinnia seeds. Here's a new eggplant I'm going to try. Hybrid eggplant fairy tale. Now, some of these is pretty high for the seeds, because it says on there it ain't but 12 or 15 seeds in there. And guys, trust me, when they say that, they count them one by one and give you the seeds. But I'm going to try the hybrid eggplant fairy tale. Now, like I said, I can't remember right now to tell you much about them, because back when I was looking online, and there's something about that that struck my eye that I wanted to try. I got some little pansy seeds, pansy flowers. Alright, here's another cucumber I want to try. It's called Ashley. Cucumber Ashley. Apparently there was something I read about it I wanted to try it. Which I ain't really just had no amazing cucumber that I just struck me that I just want to keep planting. Well, that one I did last year where I grew the big long cucumber just to see how long it'd grow. Now them were some good little cucumbers. They had a good crisp to them when you bite them. So I'm gonna raise them again, I know, and then these new ones. I got some more okra, Crimson Spineless, which I raised this year. And I raised a burgundy and a jambalaya this year, this past 2021, but 2022, I think all I'm going to raise is the Clemson Spineless on the okra. I got me some more lettuce, baby leaf blend. It's just a mix of different type lettuces. I really like the leaf lettuce. Here's another pepper I want to try. Pepper California Wonder. If anybody's ever raised a pepper, the California Wonder, let me know what y'all think about it. But that's going to be a new pepper I try. Here's some scallions. Evergreen white bunching scallions. I just picked them up. And guys, I might go out there after a while and give y'all a quick shot of my garden, but my onions, my Texas Grand onions that was doing so good, them hard freezes we had the other night, I don't think they gonna overcome them. I think I'm gonna be starting from fresh on onions this spring. And there's some more zinnia seeds. Them are Oklahoma formula mix. So that was my last order just come in, and you can see it was the luck of the draw. I went on seeds and such first, so I got most of them off seeds and such. Now I ain't put these, I'm gonna put them right back in there. Even though I got these in boxes, I put them in Ziploc bags. And then I write on there like I got all my tomatoes in one Ziploc bag here. One little Ziploc bag, put in one big Ziploc bag. Kind of how I did it, guys. I got a big Ziploc bag, A to L. Second bag's M to Z. And then I put all the tomatoes in one Ziploc bag and stick them in that bag. Alright, a new tomato I'm going to grow this year I got from Haas. Kellogg's Breakfast Tomato. I hear a lot of good things about that, and a friend of mine grows that. And speaking of a friend of mine, the next one right here, I got 2 packs. You can see this come from seeds and such. This is the hybrid tomato, Big ZAC. Well, guys, the only reason I got these is because you're supposed to be able to grow tomatoes over 2 pounds easily with these. Well, I'm gonna go on and stop for a moment right here. Now, I put on my videos before, and I'm gonna give a shout out for him again. Traves at Lazy Dog Farm. I would like y'all to go over and check his channel out. Me and Travis, we was gonna do it last year, but we was late getting it done with me communicating with him. But this year we're gonna have us a little who can grow the biggest tomato. Well, our last communication we had, which was yesterday, he said he thinks it would be fair that we did it with the same variety tomato. And he said he was open to any suggestions because I assume he ain't bought his tomato seeds yet this year, so he's open to whatever I wanted to try. So I emailed him back. I challenged him to see between me and him who can grow the biggest Big ZAC tomatoes. And when I'm saying biggest, I think we're gonna go by weight. We ain't worried about measuring it. We're just gonna weigh it. That way we can take a picture and have it on a video, and so everybody can see what it weighs. But I went on and shot him a challenge for the Big ZAC hybrid, and I know he grows Kellogg's Breakfast, and I'm pretty sure he'll do it again because that's one of his favorite tomatoes. He really likes it. So I'm challenging him to who can grow the biggest Kellogg's Breakfast tomato. So I'm gonna put in the screen here his website. It's Lazy Dog Farms. His name's Travis, his wife's name's Brooklyn, and he's got 2 boys. I think one's named Abram and one named Titus. Now, don't hold me to the boy's name. I might not be correct on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what their names are. But if you will, go check his channel out. And guys, if you really into gardening, I know I ain't no gardener. I don't claim to be this know-it-all. I just do it for the fun of it, and I like sharing it and showing what I do and what fails. And like I said before, if you can't learn something from me, you can learn what not to do from me. But if you're really into gardening, Travis is one of the best ones that I've come across on YouTube. He does a pretty big plots of garden. He likes trying different things, experimenting, and he's he's educated enough that he can pronounce all these big names and the varieties and the families it come from, and he'll tell you all the details, everything about what he plants. He keeps it tracked on what does the best at the end of the year. Like potatoes, he may have planted 7 different variety potatoes. He digs them, weighs them, can tell you what variety done better in his area. And I would just love for y'all to go over there, and when you go over there, please leave a comment and tell him that poor boy has challenged him to growing the biggest hybrid Big ZAC tomato and the biggest Kellogg's Breakfast. Pump him up a little bit, and we're gonna be doing a little. I need y'all on my side though, even though I know he's a better gardener than me. But when you got people on your side, that momentum keeps me going. I think I can take him. I think I can take him. So with that being said, let's get on to what we're looking at. So that's 2 new tomato varieties I'm going to be growing this year. My Honeydew to Light hybrid. If y'all remember that, that's the one I grew right up here by the house that grew all year long. That's the little yellow tomatoes. They get about, the biggest one's about 1.5 inches diameter, but most of them average about 1 inch diameter. And guys, that's the best tasting tomato. At least it was last year. I hope it's going to do it again. I'm going to do it again this year. Them some good little tomatoes. And everybody I gave them to, they said, what kind of tomato is that? Because right here where I live, you don't see people doing like I do, just trying different stuff. Most people's going to plant whatever the popular tomato for this area, whatever the popular squash, and that's all they're going to raise. And that's the part of gardening I like, is just trying different stuff and seeing what I can raise. Early doll tomatoes. Now see these here? I forgot. Them there honeydew, they come from Burpee. Early doll tomatoes, I already had some seeds here from Reamer seeds. So see, that shows you that I ordered the same seeds I got from Seeds and Such. I done ordered from Reamer that I had from last year. Alright, I'm also going to do a couple of these Brandywine Pinks. I was looking forward to them this year, and that was some of the ones that my mishap with my spray in my yard ended up costing me not to have no Brandywine Pinks this past year. Now here's some Roma VFs. I'm going to grow a couple of Roma, probably 4 plants of Roma just for canning, but I don't think it's going to be these VFs. I got seeds, and I saved a lot of seeds in just old medicine bottles. But anyway, guys, I got some seeds that I saved off the first Romas that I planted, I think 3 years ago. And them things made tomatoes, made tomatoes, and made tomatoes. The thing is, I bought them plants locally. So all I know is they was a Roma tomato. I don't know exactly which one it was, but I did save me some seeds, so I'm going to plant them this year. Here's some Arkansas Travelers, but guys, these Arkansas Travelers, this is not the original Arkansas Traveler tomato that my dad, my pa-in-law, grandfather, and all them raised. I don't know what it is, but you can come find some of your old folks right around here in West Carroll where I live, and they'll say, well, I got some seeds from the old Arkansas tomatoes. Well, there's a difference in the old Arkansas Traveler and these, or at least what people around here called Arkansas Traveler back in the day. These here made a pretty little tomato, but it wasn't nothing special to them, but I don't think I'm going to raise them again unless I can get my hands on some of the old Arkansas Traveler. Tiny Tim, I'll probably plant me one of them in a little pot somewhere, just have one. You can see them there come from Everwade Farms. These Arkansas Travelers come from Annie's Heirloom Seeds. Now here's 2 that I'm going to be doing this year that I like. And this is something I tried, but when I tried it last year, guys, it was up in the hot part of the summer when I got these seeds and planted these. So they didn't make very much, but it did do enough that I got a good taste of them. And they called Lollipops. And they little old bitty tomatoes like cherry tomatoes, but they're called Lollipops. They come from Southern Exposure Seed Exchange. And the other one was called Tropical Sunsets. Now, I'm going to plant one of them again in probably a tub or something because I like them. Here's another one that I tried, Brad's Atomic Grape. Ain't that a weird looking little tomato? But guys, when I did this, it was just, this is when I ordered these here, trying different stuff, playing. But it was so hot when I planted them, they really didn't have a chance. So I'm going to plant these again, just to see what they do. I really didn't get none of these to get a good taste of them to see what they taste like. I'm thinking they probably ain't gonna taste worth the crap. They just pretty looking out in the garden. Here's some seeds and such. Every now and then when you order seeds, they'll send you a pack of something that you didn't order. These are called Unicorn, Hybrid Tomato Unicorn, which I didn't plant none. And Unless I just got some extra space, probably won't. Ground cherries. Them there come from Baker Creek Heirloom. If I plant ground cherries again, it'd just be one bush off somewhere just to have some ground cherries. They wasn't nothing spectacular to eat to me. It had a little different flavor, but it ain't really like no tomato. It ain't really, I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's kind of got its own little pineapple-y banana. I don't even know how to explain the flavor. But that's something just fun to have something different growing. Here's another one. Blue cream berries. And guys, all these weird ones right here is what I bought in the summer. And like I said, I tried to plant them in the summer, but it was so hot. They really all didn't have a chance. So I might plant another one of them. Black pearl. I won't be growing them again. You just well put a piece of paper in your mouth and eat it because it ain't got a taste at all to it. Italian ice hybrid. That was a letdown of everything I've ever purchased. Boy, I was looking through one of these books, Burpee. It was in Burpee. Let me see if I can find a picture. See if they still got it. Well, guys, I don't see a picture in their magazine, catalog I mean, but I probably seen the picture online when I was on there. But Italian ice hybrid. If you go on Burpee website and you look at that picture, it's got the most beautifulest pearl white tomato. Well, you know, most time that stuff, it really ain't got no good taste to it, but I said, I want to do that. I ain't never grew a white tomato. Well, guys, that was a letdown in behind. I literally planted about 4 different plants of this in different spots, and all of them come up. All they are is little bitty, not bigger, much bigger than a cherry tomato, and they don't look nothing like the picture. They just just look like something cream colored. All it was to it. But anyway, that was a letdown and a half to me, so I sure won't be doing them. Here's some more Brandywine Pink that I had. And I know I'm gonna grow a couple of them. All right, here's some more from, oh, this is what I grew this year, Cherokee Purple. Now guys, I ain't gonna do the Cherokee Purple again because it didn't do as good as I thought it ought to. And I ain't sure if that was the tomato I was thinking about. There's an older lady, lives about an hour from here, raised them, but she just called them Indian tomatoes. She didn't know what they were, she just said Indian tomatoes. Well, I raised these Cherokee Purples and they didn't do what I thought they ought to do. So this year I ain't gonna raise them. I got some Indian Stripe. And I'm hoping them will do better, and maybe that's what she had. But they don't make a pretty tomato. They be all kind of weird shaped and purplish looking. They are ugly tomato, but man, the ones she used to grow, and the first few that come off of mine this year was good, but then after that, it's like they just didn't do good in the heat. But they are real acidy tomato, and I love an acidy tomato on me a bacon tomato sandwich. So I ain't gonna try the Cherokee Purple. I'm gonna be trying the Indian Stripe, which I got some seeds somewhere. Here's an early girl hybrid. I'm gonna plant a couple of early girls. Here's some more ground cherries from Southern Exposure. These are called Goldies. And here was another tomato that, these little tomatoes done good. This green zebra, but they just ain't got no taste to them, so I ain't gonna do that again neither. And when I say, because I like a tomato that has a little acidy kick to it. Here's some seeds that I'd saved from my Honeydew Delights. Saved some from them Cherokee tomatoes. And I saved some from my Tropical. I just made me some little envelopes out of cardboard and put them in. They don't take up as much room as medicine bottles. But now I gotta look and see if I got some Indian Stripe seeds, because that's what I want to plant. Guys, I can tell the temperature is dropping outside. I'm finna kick this heater up a notch in here. Now, I didn't have no Indian stripes in that pack. I got to find my Indian stripes or I'm gonna have to order. That's why I'm doing this inventory right now. And you see that my turnip seeds, that's just from local. That's turnip green seeds. More turnips. Guys, reason I got so many turnip green seeds and mustard green seeds, I buy them in a big pack like that from the local feed and seed stores because I plant them up there for my deer to eat for a food plot. Deer loves turnip greens. Now I see some of my Savannah sweet peppers from this year. I love them. They will be getting planted again. There's my Roma tomato seeds I was telling you I saved from the first year. Don't know what variety. All I know is they was a Roma tomato and they really done good. That's just an empty bottle. I ain't got nothing in. I saved some sugar snap peas. I saved some seeds out of my squash pick. Saved some seeds from the garlic chives. Saved some seeds from my sugar cube cantaloupes. There's some strawberry seeds. Now guys, I never had any luck getting my strawberries started from seeds. I just bought what I got from the local. There's some jambalaya okra seeds. There's some red burgundy okra seeds. There's some more sugar snap peas. Now, all these in the bottles is what I saved myself. There was some more squash pick. There's some from my green egg squash. I'm gonna plant some more of them green egg squash. I really like them on the grill. There's some seeds from my booyah jalapeno peppers. And then I got a mystery pack right there that I have no idea what that is. So, I'm still on the search for the Indian striped seeds. Because if I ain't got none, I got to get some. I got some somewhere. They just done got out of the bag they supposed to be in. So let me start going through this here and see what we got. First I'm gonna strum through and see if I see any more tomatoes. Now guys, this green magic broccoli that come from Haas, and that's what I got growing out there right now. And if it ain't raining, I'm gonna go out there and give y'all a shot of the garden. This is the only thing really left out there, and I got them covered with Visqueen, made like a little tin over them. I got one head that's about that big around. I only planted 5, or no, I think I planted 8 seeds in that little trough, because I have never grown broccoli before in my life. But one of them's got a head about that big around, the other's about that big around, and the other's is smaller. And probably what I need to do is go on and cut the one about this big around before this cold weather gets it, so I can at least say I eat one that I grew. But I'll plant that again in the spring. So that's broccoli. Next up, beets. I'm not a real big beet eater, but I am gonna plant some of these goldens. And guys, these are golden beets. Now I will plant these again. I planted some just in a little bitty container just to see how they would do. And I'm not a real big beet eater, but I like the flavor of these better than just red beets. So I will plant them again in a little container. And the rest of these is just, that's early wonder tall top beets from Johnny's. I'd raised them before. They done good, but like I said, I just ain't no real big beet eater. That's early wonder. Them come from Burpee. And these, see, this is the thing when you buy stuff from your local feeds and seed stores and stuff. A lot of them don't, it's just got beets. Now they may have had the variety wrote on it, but they usually ain't gonna have an option. They just gonna have whatever they sell beets. It's just that one variety. And see, and then it ain't even wrote on here, so I don't even know what variety it is. I don't think I ever planted any of them. But guys, seeds, if you'll keep your seeds in something where they can't get moisture to them, like this is in a Ziploc bag in a dark container, and keep them in your house. Don't leave them out here like I'm in this shed. The shed gets too much humidity and moisture in it. If you'll keep them in your house somewhere where they can't get humidity on them, your seeds will last for years. Yeah, you might plant 3 seeds and one grow up and only one come up. But if you got extra seeds, what I do when I'm planting my seedlings, I go and put me 4 or 5 seeds in each little seedling hole, and when they come up, if they all come up when they get about that tall, take your little snippers and snip them off. Or then save you one that looks like the strongest. Don't plant just 1 seed in each little seed hole and then nothing come up and you done wasted your time. Go on and put a bunch of seeds in there. That's why I save my own seeds and stuff like that. Now some of them expensive seeds, like that little tomato, come with 10 seeds in the pack. That's one of them things that unless it's real good, it won't ever grow again unless I save my own seeds. Brussels sprouts, green gem hybrids. I got green gem hybrids, and these here that come from seeds and such is improved Long Islands. Now that's what was planted out there right now, but I think they done with. I was looking at them yesterday, and even though I had a frost cover on them hard freeze nights we had, especially that night that it done rain and sleeted, got them soaking wet through the frost cover. They were just starting to make little pea-sized Brussels sprouts on them, but I don't think they gonna overcome that freeze. But I'm gonna try them again. I'm gonna try the Long Island Improves. That's what I'm gonna try this spring. These here was the green gems. I tried them last spring. They actually, the temperature got too hot before they got to the size they needed to be, but I did get to eat just a couple little sample messes off of them, and they taste good. But if I remember right, the Long Islands here is supposed to be more heat tolerant than the green gems. And then here's one I got from Johnny's. It's a F1 Brussels sprouts. That's HESTIA F1. Now, I ain't tried these yet. For me to have bought them, I must. No, I bought them first. But I have to look back and see which one of these is the most heat tolerant, and that's to be the ones I plant for the spring. And that's the problem here in Zone 8. The way our weather's been wishy-washy. In order to get Brussels sprouts to come up, for the fall, you got to plant them when it's still 90 degrees and 100 degrees, and then before they get ripe, it's going to be cold. So you don't know whether to get the heat tolerant or the cold tolerant. Well, guys, this is going to be the end of this video. This is going to be a 2-part video, so today is part 1. I appreciate y'all watching, and please come back day after tomorrow for the continuing of the part 2 of this 2-part video, and we're going to continue on. In the meantime, don't forget to go over there to Lazy Dog Farms. Leave Travis a few comments there telling him that he's been challenged to grow a Big ZAC tomato and a KELLOGG'S Breakfast tomato. Let him know that he's been challenged by a pull boy to just see how much we can do it. Y'all just shoot a little fun, talk a little smack, leave it in the comments. Don't forget to come on back over here when you get done though. But guys, I thank y'all for watching. Please leave me a thumbs up if you enjoy these videos. Subscribe if you haven't. Best way you can help me is to share my videos on your social media with your friends and loved ones. Anyone who think be interested in some of my videos. Mine's not all about gardening. I do DIY projects and product reviews and cooking, just a little bit of everything. But again, thanks for watching. Hope y'all have a blessed day. God bless. See y'all next time.